I'm going to show you how to make homemade laundry detergent. What you'll need is a bar of Fel's Naphtha washing soap. You can find it in the laundry aisle. A cup of borax and a cup of washing soda. And you can find all of these in the laundry aisle. The first thing that you'll want to do is put 4 cups of water to boil in a saucepan on the stove. Once you get that good and hot, you can then add the soap. The first thing you need to do with the soap, though, is we will need to grate it. So this is what your bar is going to look like when you get it open. And I just use a regular grater, and you'll grate the soap. Once you've got your bar of soap grated, you're going to add it to the boiling water. Try not to spill it. Once you get it all added to the water, you will want to lower the heat on the stove eye to medium-low because you won't want it to bubble too much and overboil, or you'll have a big mess. So you'll want to stir this constantly until all the soap is dissolved completely. It'll take about 5 minutes. Gonna let that sit for a minute, and while that's sitting, I'm going to mix the washing soda, 1 cup of it, and 1 cup of the borax into a bowl together. We will be adding that to the mixture next. I'm just gonna combine those together, just stir them up. You can just set that aside until you're ready for it. And just scrape the edges and make sure you don't have any sticking to the pan. And this is about the amount of suds that you'll want. You won't really want any more than that while you're cooking it. Okay, now that the soap mixture has fully melted, I'm going to turn the eye down on low and add the powders, the washing powder and the borax, or washing soda and the borax. And you're going to want to stir these very well because you need to make sure it's not grainy. You need to make sure it is completely dissolved into the soap and water. And you'll be able to tell once it's completely combined. You won't be able to feel that grainy texture when your spoon goes across the bottom of the pan. So just make sure you don't understir it. And this takes about 3 to 5 minutes, usually closer to 5. So just keep stirring and stirring until it's fully combined. Okay, once the powder is completely dissolved and you don't feel any more grainy texture on the bottom of the pot, you can turn off the stove and remove it from the heat. And you're gonna need 2-quart mason jars to pour it into with lids. I like to use a funnel, it just makes it a little bit easier. And you're going to want to fill it up to the top of the shoulders here. Get the other jar to make sure it's even. You want to just make sure that the jars are even, so I'm going to pour a little bit into this one. Okay. Once you've done that, you'll put your lids on the jars and screw them on tightly. And once you have your lids screwed on, you're going to take your jars and set them upside down. Okay. Now, once the jars, you've got them turned upside down, you're going to want to let them sit for 3 hours. And what it will do, they'll begin to separate, and you'll have a thicker layer here at the top, and then there will be more of a translucent layer here at the bottom. So we're going to let those sit and cool. Once your jars have separated, these are still going to cool. What you'll do is you'll take the bottom of your blender and just unscrew it from the blender jar. And it'll screw right onto a jar, like this for example. And I'll place it and blend it until it's creamy. After you've blended the detergent, this is what the detergent will look like. It is more of a creamy, whiter texture as opposed to this, which looks a little more yellow right now. This is what I've been using, but it kind of has a mayonnaise-like texture. And you use 1 tablespoon per load of laundry, and you don't want to use any more because it's very concentrated and you'll get buildup on your clothes if you use too much. But these 2 jars is enough for 128 loads, and for that many loads the cost of this is $1.76. So that is quite a bit of savings on your laundry detergent.